Yeah, I definitely remember this shit.
Yeah, so officer out here acting an ass, and then you know got a bad hammer dropped on him and um slid into retirement. Um, so officer motorboated a subordinate at promotion ceremony. Promotion ceremony. I think the wildest part of the story was the fact that he said that he was gonna motorboat her titties even before he did that shit and was still able to fucking skate.
Yo, hey, wait, no, nigga. The crazy thing is, I don't know if you actually read the details of the story. Old girl didn't want to do something or
Yeah, she didn't want to. Yeah, she didn't want to
have
go to
a
the ceremony. Yeah,
yeah, right. So dude like held his own promotion ceremony for just to motorboat them titties. Yo, them had to be some nice ass titties, bro.
look, man, we're not making fun of sexual assault. All right, this is not meant to be a funny topic. However, I did have those same thoughts. If I'm being honest. But for the record, I don't think any of us would ever do some shit like this. Look, man, I'm all about trying to get some ass, on duty, off duty, whenever you can. But from somebody who's fucking consenting. This shit, like we've seen these type of motherfuckers in uniform, like a chick walk by, hey, sorry, so and so, she fine as fuck, ain't she? But this is like to the fucking 10th. This is like to the fucking 10th power. Um, and I mean, who does like?
It's like they just run over there, just dick out already. That's what it's coming down to. That's what it's coming down to, man.
It's this shit. We making light of the situation, but like the serious is there's a serious nature behind it. Like
this
like you said,
definitely
man, none of us would actually do this shit, but it's this shit is happening, man, and it's fucking comical because like common sense would tell you, yo, somebody doesn't want to be touched a certain way, you don't fucking force yourself on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's just some shit you don't do.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I understand that, when it comes to the court system, people plead out and get charges lowered and dropped and all that shit. But it had, like, for example, me getting to a bar fight and getting charged, right? Had I said, hey, prior to me getting to a fight with this dude that I was going to take a bottle and smash his head open with it and then go do it, and the courts also had knowledge of that, that's a totally different story from us just getting to a bar fight and scrapping it out. There is what's the word? Intent and am I
Intent,
using that right?
opportunity.
He pretty much said what he was gonna do before he did it, so it's not like it wasn't premeditated. But the fact that he was able to skate out of it when you pretty much went on wax saying that, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. Pretty much you put your dick on the table and did it anyways, and still was able to plead out of it.
Right.
Definitely feels like a rule for thee, not for me. Because if that's one of us that does that shit, say, hey, I'm gonna go motorboat her titties to everybody and then go do it. Nah, everybody gonna be on the jury stand like, nah, that nigga say he was gonna do that shit before he did it. Throw the book at him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I think it just kind of points out some of the hypocrisy sometimes in the military.
Not to be a dick or anything, but I guarantee this person was of the fairer skin as well.
Oh yeah, it was a whiskey Bravo. You already know that. You know what time it is, man. It was a guard unit out of Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken, who that also had prior issues of sexual misconduct, amongst other things. They were disbanded at one point and came back together as a unit. So he's not out of the military. I believe he did 30 days in confinement or some shit like that. Um, but another stain on the military. Make sure if you're motorboating some titties, make sure she's okay with it. And I mean that's usually not hard, man. Keith, we've been out to Coyote Uglies, and girls say, hey, smack my ass or grab a titty. Hey, feel free to grab a titty if she tell you to grab a titty. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, don't just go motorboating random titties.
He could at least throw some beads at her or something, man. Fuck.
I mean,
That's a spring break reference for anybody out there
damn,
listening.
we need to damn spring break in Louisiana. Is it Louisiana where we begin the bees? Or Mardi Gras? That's Louisiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
New Orleans.
Keith, you have any thoughts on this? Any more to add?
It's kind of crazy. It makes me wonder, like, was that lawyer high? Like, how do you? It's something that I don't think we're being told the whole story because that wouldn't to plead to to plead guilty because he didn't plead no contest. It would have said no contest, but to plead guilty and then he did it. I see why he did it. To protect his retirement. So I think the psychological aspect is that, yeah, you got your retirement, but what can you really do about it? Because when somebody wants to know some information, they can find out. It's easy to figure it out. I mean, because the court document is going to be there, show that this is what he had to deal with. So it's just interesting that he got his retirement still out of all that. Everything else went away, but he still got his retirement.
It didn't go into whether or not his retirement was reduced or altered in any way. And I think that's probably the only question I would have, because I know, they're subject to change depending on, situations like this.
Well, that's not going to change because he can't get charged. He can't get charged twice.
No, I mean, like, did they alter his? I don't know if you can even do that.
You
right?
you can, but all the charges were dropped.
Okay, right. I see what you're saying. So seeing that
they
dropped it, there would be no reason to change it technically. So,
exactly.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely kind of another black mark on the Army when it comes to the misconduct, scamming, the deaths, the murders, and all that shit.